So when we started the show 3 years ago, I knew that we could actually do a show. I was very confident about that, and we were having fun doing that. And then we hit about 5,000 subscribers, and we were just blown away by that fact. And so what we wanted to do was create a movie, and a movie with me and Rob, and an adventure that we get into one summer. And 3 years later,
you fool.
Yeah, it's been a lot of work, and it's just like a bunch of friends on a weekend getting together, putting this thing together. It's taken us about 3 years, and I have about 2 months more of editing to go. And I put up the trailer, but nobody's actually seen anything of this movie besides Rob and geez, who else? Yeah, that's about it. So I'm really excited to show a little bit, about a minute and a half, and I'll do a little bit of a build-up to it. Is that me and Rob are trying to get to a place, and we're getting chased by some bad guys who are wanting the same thing that we want. And there's also another guy in there, Brian Milne, actually, and he's actually following us as well. So it's just a bit of a race. It starts off with a car chase, and we're going to start right in the middle of the car chase. And Randy, it's like, I think it's
So to recap,
yeah.
there's some people going to a place for a thing.
I don't want to ruin it.
I know.
I don't mean, if I say what we're going for.
The spoiler-free explanation is
Yeah.
people going to a place for a thing at that time when stuff happens.
Yeah, the title of the film is Proper Noun.
So yeah, I'll let it play right in the middle. Randy, please.
Your punches ain't any harder than it's going right now.
Oh, no, not that fast.
Well, it better get faster.
Situation does not appear under control. Collect the merchandise. This is something. I think we lost him. Yeah, I think so. What the fuck is that? A fucking helicopter?
You got fucking guns,
Yeah, I know.
We're not too much further, are we?
No, it's just over here. We gotta hurry, man.
Got my own fucking gun right here. I can do it.
Let's go! Let's go!
The gun! The gun!
Fuck the gun! Go!
And that's all we got to say right now.
By count, you do know about $1.50 to the square jar. So
I know, it's funny. But I want to say, like, we got the Sega Master System gun. I killed an assassin early in the movie, and I took that weapon off him. So that's what I actually pulled it out of the end. That's why I didn't just have it. So, anyway, that was it.
Don't believe him. This guy's packing all the time, and he will blind you with that thing.
So we have about 10 minutes left, which I think is enough time for 2 questions. Let's say 2 questions. There's one way at the back there in the Van City shirt. Shout it.
Just wondering if maybe, especially for awesome video games, how do you guys manage the intellectual property rights of the games, especially for the ones that we saw that extended music from Punch-Out, and it's not really a review. Just wondering if you've ever had any problems with that.
Yeah, it's fair use law. I'm not sure if it's been defined in Canada, but in America, fair use is a transformative work. So as long as you're parodying and that the creation that you've made can't negatively affect the business of the original work, then it's fair use. It's an extremely gray area of the law that nobody is like, there's barely any precedent set in courts either. It never goes to court because companies are smart enough not to, I guess, unless, well, That's speaking highly of them. Viacom is stupid enough to take down Angry Nintendo Nerds videos, even though, because they owned him, you know how he's on game trailers, they took down his channel for using their videos, and it took them like a week to get it back up. So it's like a shoot first, ask questions later on the internet, but we've never run into any trouble with that, and it is in the legal green light for what we do.
Anybody else have trouble with review stuff? Anyone being contacted before about reviews?
No, our stuff is so old that nobody even asks.
The only thing I've run into on, is with the new show, with Video Games Awesome. I think that Kanye West's The Power, when we were playing Saints Row the Third, even though it's a part of the game, and I guess we didn't talk over it enough during one of the scenes, and that got flagged, and so did Bonnie Tyler's Need a Hero. Got flagged during Saints Row. So the thing that we do now is when we hear like, you know, record label type stuff, we talk loudly over it, like, or we just keep on talking. That's not hard for us.
Well, Kanye is such a level-headed guy, you know. He's
I like the picture that he personally flagged it. Oh hell no!
Yeah, he's like, listen, your video's really good. All right,
I'm gonna let you finish your video, but I got something to say here.
I was gonna say, we are very careful about it on our channel, and typically whenever I'm gonna capture gameplay footage, I actually turn off the music, so I don't even have to worry about it. And then most of the music in my videos is my own, so, and I just get around it that way. And then every time you submit a video, it always asks you about copyright information. I have a cut and paste thing I put in there, and so far, I haven't been dinged on it, so.
cool. Right, I guess we have one more. Which one was?
He's even got a guy pointing.
He's pointing slowly at the ServBot face, and I think that's kind of what disturbs me the most. Go ServBot.
I have, if not a question, more or less, I'm giving half of your shit.
Half of people are getting.
Oh, he's giving us stuff.
I believe he's delivering goods. We can receive goods.
We could probably take.
Is it also going to be service because they can't get the camera angle below the table?
Give this to Mr. Millennial.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Presents. We have presents. That's chili and cheese loaded ruffles, what every young gaming boy needs to grow up singing songs.
Thank you.
Is this the point at which we say we can't be
Raspberry
dry?
cola.
That's some cherry cola.
Cherry.
Oh, I accept delivery of cherry coke.
That's not so much a question as a comment.
Yeah.
No?
My favorite game, Hero for the Atari 2600.
There you go.
That is fantastic.
Learn it.
And you got Yangas here from Final Fantasy VIII, which is awesome. And
Blimey.
yeah, go blimey, mate. And the demo disc of Final Fantasy VIII. Thank you, sir. That's
Thank
awesome.
you very much.
Absolutely.
And, can I just say one more thing?
Of course.
Alright, my name is Ryan, but as most Happy Console Gamer fans know me, I am Public Enemy #1, or the Red Bandana Guy.
No, you're the guy that slapped Rockman in the video.
Yes.
He came up and slapped Rockman
Nice.
on the head. So
Alright, for anybody who didn't understand, it was a joke, and with these 4 cameras and the rest of you as my witness,
Uh-oh. Honestly, this became so big. Everybody's like, "Who's that asshole?"
Did it really?
It became huge, yeah. And who's that asshole with Rockman on the head?
Okay, well, first of all, I totally wasn't offended because it was a joke. Second of all, I laughed really hard about it.
People didn't like that.
And no worries, man. That was, and thank you very much. Wow, this is.
I did take one of his cherry cokes.
For anyone that got upset about that on my behalf, thank you for your concern. But seriously, I've got a pretty thick skull, and I'm pretty sure, like Homer Simpson, I got about an extra inch of fluid around my brain, so I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
What I suppose is the point of this whole thing is it's a shame there's not more fan interaction for all of you. I'm just saying you really got to branch out there. Don't be afraid to meet people. Maybe have them bring you snacks on stage. That's okay. Go ahead, get that. And
No, we don't need dinner now. I'm good.
yeah, you're gonna die soon.
Thank you.
So everyone wants the video so you can, because we'll do one more question really quick. Going in the middle over there.
Okay, I've been putting off making a YouTube channel for over a year, and the reason why is because I don't really feel like I can meet the level of quality that I aspire to. I don't have the money for the right equipment, and I certainly don't have the editing know-how. Most people that I've talked to have said, like, well, just get your feet wet, that's the best way to go. If you have passionate about what you're talking about, that's going to make the best content. but we've all skipped past videos because there was a bad mic or there was bad lights. We've all given videos like 30 seconds and said, hey, you know, this quality really isn't that great. And I worry when I put together my own videos that I'm that guy now. So my question to you really is, I do feel like if I can, you know, have passion to make good content, that it will be successful. But because it's going to take a while to get things going, what can I really do to kind of maximize the fact that I'm new at this? And what are some of like the major blunders that I can try to avoid as a new channel?
Learn by failing. That it helps a lot. If you start out and then just keep doing it wrong until you can start doing it right, because no one watches the early videos.
Find someone that's just as passionate as you are that already has all the stuff.
That works for me. Oh my god. Find some coattails and install handles.
Well, I've got a 4-point harness on the middle of this coattails.
No, great. But if you don't have the right equipment and all that, the best thing to do is do a show that you're happy watching. Right? Like at the end of the day, you'll be watching it more than anybody else. You know, so definitely do that. What else would I say? Definitely talk to the community, comment on other videos, and just find your own groove. I remember when I started the show, I thought my show sucked, and it did. And I think it took me a long time to find my groove, and I think it took me about 60 episodes to find my groove. But you know, don't worry about starting and failing, because I started and failed for sure. And every episode I do, I'm still worried about. I don't feel 100% confident. I do what I kind of believe in, and I hope other people like it. And you got to kind of have a look at it that way. It's not having the best high definition camera. It's not having the best audio. But if you're original and you really believe in what you're doing, I think you can find your own way. Absolutely.
I would also say too is that when it comes to equipment, sometimes your cell phone actually is surprisingly good. I actually shot an entire episode with an iPhone 4. And it's amazing how good that thing looks. I was actually shocked. And so I would also say that the other thing I do with my videos is every single episode I actually run it past my wife. I hand her the laptop, and she's not really a hardcore gamer, and so she gives me very realistic feedback. And I watch her, and if her eyes are drifting, or if she's checking her email, I gotta go back. You know what I mean? I gotta go back and edit some more. So find somebody that you can kind of run your videos past, and that'll get you a long ways.
And also, speak about what you know. Because the most obvious thing people will know is if you're trying to fake a review, if you've read a couple of quick facts and a Wikipedia page, and then you're running up in front of the camera going, so this is all the stuff I know. They'll notice. But if it's something you know about, it's something that's inherent to you, it's something you really love, that passion shines better than the best HD camera. You just share that enthusiasm, and that energy will come right on back.
I should say that you have the right attitude in thinking about production value, because it is important. You don't need to have, like they were saying, you don't need to have the best, but it should be something that you can stand watching yourself. And audio is extremely important as well. And the thing with production value is that it's an investment. And if you really are serious about the show, if this is going to be something that you plan to make money off of, or if it's just something that you want to be your hobby, I think that you'll probably eventually start to find the money to start to pour into it to get the production value that you think is adequate. And with that attitude, you'll probably know when that moment hits. But I'd say one of the most important parts about production quality is that it will get you noticed not only by the people, like, you know, the regular viewer can spot production quality whether they know it or not, but more importantly, I'd say, is the potential platforms that you could end up on because you got the right attention of like a site, such as, you know, we got our start on Screw Attack, or like there's that guy with the glasses, places like that. They're the ones who, when they see production quality, you may not have the views, but if you have the production quality, they're going to recognize it and think that they can give you that extra little boost. And that's why you should care. And you do, I can tell. Just find the money and look, and you're lucky that you're getting into it now in some ways, because you can get some really amazing stuff for quite cheap, relatively cheap compared to what we started with.
And I'll just chime in for the last bit here is everything these guys said is exactly spot on. But you've got the starting point is the passion for it. The production value will come. You use what gear you have. I took a filmmaking class from, I don't know if any of you recognize his name, and I'm not making it up. His name's Dove Siemens. and he did this filmmaking class, and he's the guy who taught Quentin Tarantino. And I took a weekend seminar on it, and he was spot on. He said, you start with passion, you start with a great script, and you keep it simple. Don't let your reach exceed your grasp. So you've got the gear you got, sit down, do a video. And it can be, I would rather watch somebody with passion with a still camera and no cuts than somebody who's doing a bunch of flash and stuff that's boring. You have the passion, you got it already. Don't let that stop you. Just go, do it, make the mistakes. Don't be afraid to fail, because in this media, you can fail over and over for a certain definition of fail. But the passion is there, you're going to learn it. You're going to get to the point where you're feeling right. You're going to get to the point, take the example of Awesome Gamer, you'll get to the point where you'll be able to do that kind of video production and the cuts and the quality will come up and up, but don't let it stop you. Don't let it be an excuse. Do it.
Yeah, and especially I found helpful in anything I do. Make friends with film students, suck up to rental houses. Rental houses love to have volunteers sweep out a warehouse. And you can find some good deals if you just need a camera for a couple days and they're not using it. Like, there are people out there in the world who have the things you need. All you need to do is let them know that you're valuable. So I think that's a really important thing out there, is a lot of people don't do, is like, if you're in Vancouver, there's what, like 8 places here that consider themselves film schools. Go to one of them, tell people that you'll be a grip, tell people that you'll help bring food up to a room, like, make friends with these people, and those are gonna be the people that stick by you with and make amazing, crazy videos, like the ones we feature here. So I just wanna thank again to everybody coming out to Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo. Please make sure you go and watch their amazing shows if you haven't already. And yeah, any last thoughts, guys?
Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you so much. You love it.
I look forward to looking at 5 different angles of this later on YouTube.
I'll try to get out first.
Okay, yeah, make it a race.
Amazing race.
We will be in 15 minutes having a panel in here about the video game crash of the 80s, in which I will insist to talk about E.T. So, we have a 15-minute break, everybody. Please refresh your drinks, get some food, tip your wait staff generously because they put up with a lot of nerds today. And thank you very much.
Thanks, So that was the third part. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to thank Brian of Game Deals. He's the one who ran this entire event. He's the one that got the Vancouver Retro Gaming Expo going, and it started in Portland. It ended up in Seattle, and now it's in Vancouver, and it was a wonderful thing. Sold out show, 500 people. It did very, very well. And also big thanks to Tyler for emceeing the panel. He did a great job. And anyways, guys, until next time.